Hi, my name is Max, Jiaqi. Today I'm doing my demo presentation for Geo777 Project 1. The goal for this project is creating a GIS web application. Actually, a GIS application could be web or native, and then do spatial analysis to discover the relationship between two data types, nature and cancer. The technology I chose to use for this project is Geo server, which is the open source, self-hosted, could be self-hosted server software, and with GIS capabilities enabled, of course. And OpenLayers is a very popular front-end library for map rendering. Also ArcPy from ArcGIS Pro, which is a popular commercial software for geo-related data processing and analysis, and this will be as our backend service processor. And then the languages will be JavaScript ES6, HTML, and CSS, and Python, which will be Python 3.6 because it's a built-in Python for ArcGIS Pro and uses our ArcGIS ArcPy. And Node.js will be our backend that connects the front end to the backend engine. And for the framework, I chose to use the Electron. At the beginning of this project, I tried to use a different framework, but then I realized for safety reasons that the browser app couldn't really trigger local calls for ArcPy processes. So I had to do a lot of code refactoring, but eventually I chose to use like Electron, which is a native application framework, but it's using JavaScript to give me the capability, to give me the access to use the libraries such like OpenLayers, and then all the other styling available from CSS. The processes for ArcPy, which like it does all the correlation analysis. So those will be the sequence that all the process runs. First will be inverse distance weighting to find the raster data, and then we do zonal statistics for the raster data and find all the stats for this. And then we need to do a copy of the base feature class because we're going to run this process multiple times. So every time we want a clean slate, so that's why we want to copy this out, and then we don't want to use the same feature class to do the analysis. And then we do a join from the zonal statistic to the copied feature class, and eventually we'll do an ordinary least square linear regression analysis for this, and then find all the information related to it. And now the demo. So here's my application running using Electron framework. You can see it's actually a native app, but it's running from the browser. It's using Chromium, so it's creating a native experience. But anyways, we're not going into details about how this technology works. We'll just talk about this GIS capabilities for this application. I have all the three feature class hosted and served out from Geo server. There are style properly from like coloring using symbology styles, and then so you can toggle on off using the left-hand toolbars to show different layers. You can zoom in and out different location to inspect the information. We're not going into details for that, but then the actual like important part here is because you can actually start running geo processes from this internal power cave for the inverse distance weighting. And then you have a different input here. I'm going to put 3, click generate. This process start running. All the toolbars will be replaced by a loading bar. This is actually triggering start a local call from Node.js to the local ArcPy using stop process. This is a part that's very important for Electron because you couldn't do that from the browser app. And this process can take like 10 to 20 seconds. When it's finished, you'll be prompted to say, okay, the local process is finished, click OK. You can see here there are 2 more buttons available, plus there's a different layers on the map you can see. For toggle off all the other layers, You can toggle on and off this layer. It's generated ordinary least square linear regression evaluation layer. You can go to different location and do the inspection. In addition to that, you can do final report download. You can download this one, download to my download folder, and click yes. And then if I navigate to it, I'm going to see a report. Unfortunately, it's a little bit off, but basically that's a PDF. You can take a look and see. In the future, if I have more time or resource, I'm probably going to just have to instead of using PDF, I might just getting the text values and then try to find a way to display those information from this web page to make the user experience more and then give ability to download as well, but also display from this page to give a quick overview of the stats. But that's it for my project. Hopefully you like it.